Spring calves or fall calves?
Spring calves.
We do spring calves here, so I'm in the spring calf boat.
Yeah.
The argument for spring calves is that right when the calf is born, right when it needs its milk the most, the mother is getting a tremendous amount of nutrition from the forage, and so the milk quality is super high. She doesn't lose condition because she has tons of food. The calf gets tons of nutrients right as it's getting going, and the temperatures are great, and the flies are not too bad yet, and so it's just like it's in nature. There's a lot of spring-born animals in that like realm.
Where people have troubles with that is a spring-born calf. We're talking spring as in April, May, like
in central Missouri.
Like, the grass is starting to grow. It's warm. Then fast forward 7 months ahead, when maybe you're looking at weaning. You'd be looking at weaning in the hardest time of the year, in order like to feed cattle, like stockers, which is like a young, a weaned calf, like 600 pounds or something, 7 months old. They need the highest nutrition
out of any animal class.
Yeah, any age.
Yep.
And so in the wintertime, that's super hard to do without feeding grain or like winter annuals or stuff like that, like without bringing in some kind of supplement. So a lot of people that are weaning at 7 months, that's really hard to do.
Which is the reason why they calve in the fall.
Yeah. So then that's where we lead to fall calving. The cows calve in the fall when there's like the spring flush, then there's also a fall growth, and usually they try to hit it in that fall growth, which is like September-ish. And then the cow has enough nutrition to have enough milk, and then that cow has to take that calf through the winter on her own milk. The cow can survive on hay, and stockpile if they have it. She's not going to do the best, but that's part of like breeding the genetics into it. So then fast forward 7 months to that, from September or whatever that is, it's like coming into the spring flush when you would be weaning, which is when you have the highest nutrition in your forages. Then so weaning your calves,
they don't need milk.
They don't need any kind of grain or supplement. They can do it on grass, and so that's where fall calving comes.
But if you're in our boat where you don't wean anything,
it's way better for us to do spring.
There's no point to calve in the fall.
I don't think there's a definitive answer. I think it's more
depending on your management.
Yeah, based on what you.
And we calve concentrated in the spring, but the bulls are exposed from July 1st all the way through March 1st. And so there's basically starting in
July,
March?
Oh, no, April.
Starting from April 1st
to November
through till
December 1st.
December 1st. At any point in that window is when we would like them to calve. So we're not we concentrate in the spring, but it's like big rush of calves in the spring, and then this taper as we go through the fall, and then as we go through the summer, and then in the fall there's another spike of some calves, but nowhere near as big as the spike in the spring, and then a very steep taper as we head into December,
and
then random calf born in January. That's not our fault. So
that wasn't our doing.